Hey guys, this is your girl Jennifer Lamb, the Crown Jewel, and I am back with another YouTube video. It's late tonight. You guys know anytime you see me in my robe or bonnet, this is considered bedtime chronicles. So yeah, let's just get right into it. This is a prophetic word from the Lord. As always, anytime you hear a word from anyone, you always want to take it back to the Lord to see if that word is in fact for you. And so the title of this series is called The Promises of God. And this is part two. I already prayed. If you guys have not checked out part one, please check it out. This is Crown's Dream for new people that may be tuning in. Crown's Dream is many prophetic words wrapped up into one word based on what the Lord has given me. And I have decided to turn Crown's Dream into different series that are just short, broken up words. So let's go on and get started. Okay, so this is part two. And so, one of the things that the Lord showed me, He showed me beautiful wedding dresses. And these weren't ordinary wedding dresses, these were wedding dresses that were of really different styles and colors, almost like something you would see out of a magazine. So, I don't know if many of you guys have been looking through maybe, I don't know, bridal magazines for wedding dresses. And some of you guys may have really exquisite and fashionable taste, but the Lord is basically saying start looking and picking out what you want. Start planning and searching for that wedding dress now. Okay. I also seen two people in a boat. They were going on a boat ride. So I don't know if there are people that, like to go on boat rides, or maybe you don't and you may want to try something new. This may very well be someone that is going on a romantic date with somebody. Usually, when people go on a boat ride, I like to think of that as someone that's taking maybe like a trip somewhere, or just, a stroll around the city or something like that. But this could potentially be someone that is getting ready to go on a romantic date with someone. So don't be surprised if someone says to you, how would you like to go on a boat ride for a date? Okay. Okay, so the next thing that the Lord showed me, it was a highly respected woman. Again, this is a woman that is very fashionable. She's very much into looking nice. She has exquisite taste. She likes custom-made clothes and hats. And she was basically getting in a car with a man. So the man was actually taking her hand and assisting her into a car. Okay, and so then the scene switched to this woman walking down the stairs out of a courthouse. And so this is a woman that is preparing, she's in her season for marriage. So I don't know if there are some of you guys, you feel like you're really fashionable, or you've maybe even had people tell you you dress really, really well, you have really good fashion sense. And the Lord is telling you that, this is your marriage season. You've been getting different confirmations. This is another confirmation that the Lord is giving a woman that has really good fashion sense, really good taste in clothing, that you are in your marriage season. And like I said, I seen that woman walking out of a courthouse, and she was being escorted by a man where he was taking her hand and assisting her into the car on a passenger side of the car. And so this is a man that really respected her, really cared about her. And I get the feeling that this is possibly her husband, maybe her husband to be. So I don't know who that is for. But the next thing that the Lord showed me, He showed me utensils. And I've talked about this before. Usually when the Lord shows me like just clean, empty utensils, this is the Lord saying that He is calling you to fast. So there are many of you guys, He is calling you to go onto a fast because there are things that He wants to share and He wants to reveal to you. So I've talked about this a few times with you guys. I don't know who's not fasting, who is fasting, but know anytime you fast, you're gonna this is to get closer with the Lord. There are things that, like I said, the Lord wants to show us. A lot of times He can be showing you there are things that He wants you to break and get delivered from, or even show you in regards to your future when it comes to your ministry, your career, your God ordained love story. God speaks when we make the time, set time aside for Him. We're engaging Him regularly, we're turning down our plate. There are things that He is going to speak to us. So again, He is calling many of us to a fast in this season because there are things that He wants to share with you. Okay. Okay, so the next vision that I seen, it was someone running, trying to play catch up to another person all of a sudden. And so this is the kingdom spouse. This is the God ordained spouse. The Lord allowed them to have this awakening, and now they know who they are to be with and where they belong. They know where they are headed and who they are headed down that path with. This is the God ordained spouse. So many of you guys, you may be in separation. You may be dealing with a prodigal. You've been praying for them. You've been fasting. The Lord has been speaking to you. There's going to be an awakening of a lot of prodigals in this season. So if you are someone that is believing God that that the Lord is going to deliver your spouse, and they're going to wake up and they're going to be living this God-filled and God-led life. Continue to believe, especially if this is what the Lord has shown you. Again, anything that I am speaking to you, if you feel like it's this, there are certain parts that stand out for you, please take it back to the Lord so He can give you more revelation. But make sure you're asking Him if this portion is for you, and then I'm sure He will give you guys more revelation. Okay, so the next thing that I seen, it was fingers on tons of gold coins. So in part one, I mentioned that many of you guys are walking into your wealth season. Okay, and this is God reconfirming that again. Many of you guys are walking into your wealth season. God can do a thing just like that. Never think that God is not going to come through with His promise. He can do a thing just like that. So whatever you are believing God for when it comes to that job, that business, you don't know how God is going to do a thing. But if He's already spoken wealth to you, I believe that God has called all His kids to be wealthy, all His children to be wealthy. So I need you guys to stand on that and believe in that. Many people, they're having a hard time maybe financially right now because of this, that, and the other. Do not allow the enemy to allow you to have this mindset where you feel like it was meant for you to live in poverty. It was meant for you to be broke. It starts with your mind. Your mind has to be in a wealthy place in order to really get you to that wealthy place. So start believing the promises of God. He has called you to be wealthy. Again, many of you guys are walking in your wealth season right now. So get ready for that. Okay, so the next thing that I seen, it was a fancy restaurant and a menu. And this can represent just fellowshipping like in a heavenly place with other believers. And this could be someone that also they enjoy fine dining. Okay, so either way, prepare to live a good life. This could also be someone getting ready to go on a date at a fancy restaurant? Again, are you someone that likes fine dining? And so I always tell you guys, you got to amp up your faith, take your faith to another level. So if you feel like, you know what, I'm not someone that has engaged in fine dining, but this is the life that I want to live. I want to try this restaurant. Start making a list of nice restaurants that you may want to go on a date with your husband or out with your girlfriends. Put that on your vision board, put that in your journal. We really have to start being intentional about the life that we want to live, okay? Okay, and so the next thing, the Lord wants his children to pray for lost souls. The Lord said there are many young lost souls, particularly in the music and entertainment industry. And so he wants us to just pray for them. Many of them, they have been fooled and tricked by the enemy, so they don't even know that this other way of living when it comes to the kingdom of God exists. So he wants us to just pray for the lost. Pray for the lost, because as the Bible says, my children perish because of a lack of knowledge. A lot of people, they are not aware of the type of life that God has called them to live. And so they think that there's only one way to live, and this is a trick and a scheme that the enemy has placed over their life, and they think that this is it, but God has a much better way for them to live. So definitely, like I said, pray for the young lost souls. And like I said, there are many in the music and in the entertainment industry, and God has just been highlighting that to me for a long time now. Okay. Okay, so the next thing, I seen a woman sitting and putting on rain boots, and then the scene switched to her walking outside with the umbrella over her head. She had on her rain gear, which was her raincoat and her rain boots, and it was basically a storm was coming. So the Lord is telling us right here, there is a storm that's about to hit this world. I don't know what this is. I've been getting this for a while from the Lord. There's a storm that's about to hit this world. So we really need to pray. Pray for protection, pray for the people that you love. But the Lord, he's letting us know that his kids are always covered. You guys are covered, but always pray and stay grounded and in the word of the Lord. But there is something that is about to hit this world. It's about to hit this nation. And I believe it's going to be something like we have never seen before. Okay. Okay, so the next thing the Lord showed me, it was fancy wedding dresses. I tell you, the Lord, he's been highlighting this so much to me. Just wedding dresses and suits, wedding, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and it's almost daily that I'm seeing these things as it relates to marriage. So God is letting us know the wedding is coming. Okay, this is the preparation season that he's constantly telling his sons and daughters to get ready for. So I seen fancy wedding dresses and white diamonds. Again, the Lord is saying, prepare. The promise is coming sooner than you think. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I sing a King Kong. This was like the second time that I've seen this. Some of you guys, so King Kong, usually when God gives me a vision, he can give me the same vision multiple times, but they can always each have a different meaning each time around. So this time the Lord was highlighting strength and power. So there are many of you guys, you are probably dealing with something, you're feeling some type of way based on the things that you're dealing with. You feel like you're not able to handle it. God is saying that he is with you, and he knows your strength because he's given you the with power. The power is already in you. You are stronger than you think. Okay, and so then I seen a large hand, and this was the hand of God releasing his power upon his children. So, whatever some of you guys may be going through, you may be dealing with, just know that God is with you. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a couple more, and then this is gonna be going into part 3 for the next video. Okay, I also seen someone looking out of the window of a high rise building. I don't know if there is someone that has a desire to live in a high rise building, maybe a condo or something like that. But if that is for you, stand on it, believe in it, and know that God is getting ready to do that thing for you. But I seen someone looking out of the window of a high rise building. So, this is an opportunity coming for you where you're going to be able to have your high rise building. Okay. Okay. And so, the next thing I seen, it was back to back large trains moving. This was almost like a double vision. And so, for some of you guys, you're going to have really large ministries, and nothing is going to be able to come in between what God is doing with this ministry. A lot of things that God has spoke to you, He's promised you. He wants you to step into the enemy is trying to stop you because he sees what God is about to do. He sees what God has called you to. And so the Lord is letting you know this ministry, whoever this is for, that you are going to have, nothing is going to be able to stop this. And this ministry is going to be large. It's going to be life changing for not only you, but the people that you are to serve. So I don't know who that is for, but get ready for that. Okay. Okay, and then I seen an older small house, and once again, it was a train in front. So God is calling many of you to start your ministry right now in your home. You don't have to wait until you get into a building. You don't have to wait for XYZ, a loan, a grant, to think you got to have all of this stuff. The Lord is telling you to start your ministry right now. Many of you guys are called to start YouTube ministries, okay? Coaching ministries, whatever the Lord has told you. But he's been highlighting something to many of you guys, and you're to start that ministry now right from your home. Okay? So please take that back to the Lord, whoever it is for. Okay, and the last thing, and I've already mentioned, but I seen the vision again. It's been, like I said, almost overwhelming visions almost daily of lots of men's in suits, okay, and also wedding dresses. But God is more so highlighting more so of men in suits. And so I'm almost believing that the Lord really wants us to pray for the men in this season for what He's about to do with men, okay, because like I said, these have been overwhelming visions that I'm constantly having with men. So now it's to the point, every time the Lord gives me a vision of men in suits, I just go right on and I start praying. And so when I went into prayer, after the Lord showed me this vision, I seen like hands, and they were in white gloves, okay, and the hands in the white gloves, they were kind of like touching all over the man's body and kind of pressing out his suit. And this is the hand of the Lord just sealing him with protection, with love, with everything that God is calling him to. So again, the Lord is wanting many of us to go into prayer regularly for men. And I'm even starting to think that He may want us to even start fasting for men. I don't know how many people are actually doing that, but God is getting ready to do something so major with many men. And you guys may be tired of me saying this, but a lot of times I'm asking the Lord, like, Lord, you just keep showing me men in suits. Like, I'm grateful, but I don't how much more of this I can take. What else are you trying to tell me? But now, like I said, I'm regularly going into prayer for the men. So just know that something huge is coming with the men in this world, and God is about to do a mighty work. A mighty work. So that is all for part two. Again, this is the promises of God of Crown's Dream. I hope this was a blessing to someone. And as always, I love all of you guys. I thank you so much for all your love, your support, your comments, and may you be blessed. And I will see you guys again next time. This is your girl, Jennifer Lynn, the Crown Jewel. Take care.